Hello, my name is Christian Morales. So to start off with, why do I want to become a physical therapist? I want to become a physical therapist to be able to make a difference in people's lives and help them get back to doing what they love to do, or to be able to even do day-to-day activities that they previously could not. I love helping people, and after my experience in physical therapy, I knew I made the right choice in pursuing this career. I had a very good experience during my time in physical therapy, and I want to make sure that any patient of mine can have that exact same experience. I also find it very important to stay active, so to be able to help those who cannot for whatever reason, I take pride in being able to help them improve their health. So why do I want to go to Howard? I want to attend Howard's physical therapy program because of their rich history, and from what I've heard from my colleagues, is that Howard is a wonderful university with plenty of opportunities and plenty of room to grow and learn. So how do I perceive the differences between undergrad and physical therapy programs? Undergrad to me is more about finding yourself and what you love to do. The first couple of years are general studies that help you get more well-rounded, while the last couple of years are more focused on your field of study. While in the physical therapy program, you fine-tune those basic skills that you learned in those last couple of years, and you put it into the practical setting. You have a lot more hands-on experience in the program, and I also believe that you will have a lot more experiences with interacting with your peers and your professors. So give an example of how you've resolved the conflict between a professor, an employer, or a colleague. So one time during work, an employer of mine and I had a disagreement about what classes I should be coaching that day. And so the way that we worked it out was simply communicating to each other privately, away from other coworkers. And so from what I've learned from that situation, it's very important to find a resolution that can benefit both parties involved. Give an example of how you handle stress. I can handle stress in one of three ways. The first thing is that I can exercise. I either go and run or go to the gym. Second thing I do is play soccer. It's something that I've done ever since I was a little kid. And then thirdly, and most importantly, what I do is that I just take a step back from what I'm stressed about, and I try to relax my mind and know that I will always be able to handle anything that comes my way and that it will always be resolved. I find it very important to be able to handle stress because there will be a lot of it during this program, but keeping a positive outlook is very key to succeeding in this program in life in general. So give an example of the consequences you should expect as a result of not being on time for class or missing a deadline. A consequence you should expect as a result of not being on time is to be penalized on your final grade, or in extreme situations such as common occurrences, to even fail the class. A consequence you should expect as a result of not meeting a deadline is for it to not be accepted at all. After going through undergrad, you should be already used to this. Most professors' policies do not accept any late work, so you should not be coming up with any excuses, and you should always own up to any mistakes that you've made. Unless you have a very valid reason, such as extreme sickness or injury, then you must communicate that with the professor as soon as possible so you can get those things cleared up. So what attributes do you possess that will be an asset to the physical therapy profession? I believe that I am a very kind person and can get to know my patients very easily because I always want to make sure that people enjoy their time. I'm incredibly patient. My experiences show that I can work with any age group. I've worked with young kids, teenagers, young adults, and even the elderly population. I always try to have a positive outlook on life, and I feel like that I can help instill that in my patients that may be having a rough time during physical therapy, while also being compassionate to all my patients and treat them all with respect. Lastly, I have always been very organized throughout my life, so I feel like that will continue throughout this profession. So why do you think you have the potential to become a successful physical therapist? I believe I can become a physical therapist that is very successful because I have all the attributes needed to become one, and I always put 100% into everything that I do and love, so helping others is just that, and physical therapy would be that outlet. I believe that I can overcome any obstacles that come in my way and learn from all the experiences along the way, while also taking away key things from other professionals in the field. And then lastly, why should Howard choose you? Howard should choose me because I embody everything that their school stands for, and I will put my best foot forward and set a good example of what a Howard student should be. I take my education very seriously and look forward to interacting with my colleagues and professors. Thank you.